We're exploring suspense and tension on this week's episode of Creating Fear 101. So why was an empty doorway so scary? It's the little things. First, I present to you a completely foreign topic. You don't know where you are, and you don't know what's in that room. Secondly, I force you to experience it. No interludes, no setup. All of a sudden, you're there. And you can't look away, even though I'm sure you tried. Third is sound. Our ears do a lot to fool us. First and foremost being, if we can't see the threat, we can't be threatened by it. But if we can hear it, all of a sudden we know there's something to be scared of. And we can't see it coming. Some of the best filmmakers on the planet use a combination of a lot of these techniques to build suspense and tension in otherwise innocuous scenes. Here are a couple examples. Steven Spielberg's use of the foreground in the movie Jaws. Now there are a lot of iconic scenes in Jaws, but probably one of the most suspenseful is when they're on the orca first fishing for the shark. Spielberg uses a lot of depth of field tricks, putting something in the foreground that you need to pay attention to while trying to distract you with other things in the background. Like this shot of Quint. The reel in the foreground establishes the tension. Quint in the background takes you away from it and distracts you until the reel starts to move. Then Spielberg ramps up the action a little bit with Quint getting the harness on, clipping in the reel, and putting his feet on the floorboard, bracing for what's to come next. During this scene, Spielberg flip-flops in between all of the techniques that I previously went over. He uses sound to develop the tension. He uses the visuals to force you into the scene. You can almost feel the reel in your hands, and he puts it right in front of you. You don't have to guess at what's about to happen. You just hope and pray that you're never in that situation. Another director that uses these techniques to create tension out of nowhere is Christopher Nolan. Most specifically and famously in The Dark Knight. Now I know what you're thinking. Whoa. We're talking about horror movies here. We're talking about fear. The Dark Knight's not a horror movie. Correct. But can you think of a scarier villain than Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker? I'll wait. He's utterly terrifying. And Christopher Nolan uses a very simple technique to establish the Joker in a scene. Listen. That's one continuously building note on a cello that seems to really have no end. It just keeps building and building and building. This subtlety adds a very unpredictable quality to that character when he is in scene. Also, it can establish the Joker's presence even when he's not on screen. And last but certainly not least is the grandfather of them all, Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock was a huge fan of slow burning tension. A perfect example of this is in the movie Touch of Evil. More specifically, in the very first opening sequence. Check it out.
You folks American citizens? Where were you born, miss?
Mrs.
What?
Philadelphia.
The name is Vargas. Mr. Lineker?
Hey, I got this.
You're an American citizen, miss?
No, I got this ticking noise.
Yeah, okay.
No, really, this
Good
ticking
night.
noise in my head.
It is literally real-time 3 minutes of unbridled what the hell tension. Instead of alluding to something terrible happening, Hitchcock puts it right in front of you. Yeah, there's a bomb in that car, and there's nothing you can do about it. I can't imagine how many people jumped out of their seats and screamed at the screen, "Get out of the car! There's a bomb in there!" Yet we all know what happened.
You realize I haven't kissed you in over an hour?
These absolutely amazing directors and amazing films use very, very subtle human tendencies to create more suspense and tension than we could ever possibly imagine happening in the real world. The bottom line is, fear does not have to be complicated. Fear is simple. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Creating Fear 101. Check out those movies, check out those directors, and let me know in the comments what you like and if I missed anything. This series comes out every Friday, so make sure you hit that subscription button, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can see it before everybody else. I'll catch you horror fans on the flip side. Bye.